The Nollywood industry has witnessed a lot of mothers characters over the years. These Nollywood mothers define the era with their different acting style. But where are they now? Let's look at 10 Nollywood mother characters and where they are currently. Hi guys, welcome back to Gist with Vivian. If it's your first time here, you're most welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so by hitting on the subscribe button down below. Turn on your notification bell icon so that you'll be the very first person to know whenever I post a new video. Like and share this video. Patience Uzoku. Patience Uzoku or Mama G. When you think of a straight, no-nonsense Nollywood mother, the first name that comes to your mind is Patience Uzoku. Her presence on screen is very commanding, dramatic, and unpredictable. She doesn't just act, she embodies the character. For 3 decades, she has been the face of street Nigerian mothers on screen. Patience Uzoku started her acting journey, but before then, she was a trained broadcaster and worked with Radio Nigeria. Her transition into acting came after years in radio drama and stage play. That is why her delivery in movies were extraordinary. By the 1990s, she has taken few roles in Nollywood, but it wasn't long before she became famous. In movies, she has power over her children, especially her male children. She acted in some remarkable movies like Old School, Mother-in-Law, Submission, End of Weekend, and Blood Sisters. Mama G perfected the role of a toxic mother-in-law, overprotective mother willing to destroy anyone who crosses her children. She was a very wicked mother in movies, whether it was poisoning a rival or spiritually manipulating events from behind closed doors. She did all and with unmatched intensity. But beyond on-screen, Patient Uzoku also experienced real-life struggle. She became a widow at a very young age, raising her children alone while building her career. Her children are all grown now, and in recent years, Patient has stepped into a more peaceful phase of her life. As of 2025, Mama G is still acting in Nollywood, but has slowed down a little. She is more selective of her role and now focusing on mentoring young actors. She is also a born-again Christian and fully involved in the ministry. She has been seen preaching in several churches and urging people to give their life to God. In 2023, she was honored with the National Honor Member of the Federal former President Goodluck Jonathan. She dedicated the award to her late husband. Ngozi Ezonu. If Patient Uzoku was the fearless lioness, Ngozi Ezonu was a soft-acted, God-fearing and perpetually weeping mother. She has a way of crying in movies and begging her children not to ruin their lives. Her emotional depth in movies was unmatched. Ngozi Ezonu started her acting career in 1993. Her big break came with the movie Nneka the Pretty Serpent and Glamour Girls. But it was in movies like Ibeto, Adama, Royal Doom, Leap of Faith, and Tears of a Mother that she truly put herself into motherly roles. She was always cast as a nurturing parent and sacrificial mother. She became the face of grace and emotional strength. Her roles often reflect real-life maternal struggle. Widowed early and single-handedly raising children, unlike Patience, she was kind, gentle, and a loving mother. Off-screen, Ngozi real life mirrored one of the pain she portrayed. She went through a quiet divorce and focused only on her children. She raised them with little fanfare, and today she keeps her personal life mostly private. In recent years, she has spoken about the struggle and the deliberate act to take fewer roles so that she can rest and rejuvenate. As of 2025, Ngozi Ezonu is still in the industry, but partially retired. She appears occasionally in movies. Most of her time now is spent in Asaba, where she is investing in real estate, running a small wellness business, and sometimes hosts auditions for younger generation of actors. Chinwe Onwun. If calm wisdom has a face in Nollywood, it will be Chinwe Onwun. Often dressed in a simple wrappers and headscarf, she was that church-going, fast and praying mother who solves problems quietly and forgives everyone. He is also known to be able to cry uncontrollable in movies. Chinwe almost started her acting career in the early 2000s, and while she wasn't as flashy as some of her peers, she became a staple in family and traditional dramas. Movies like Ritual, Heart of a Mother, Odumeje, and Cry for Help were filled with her powerful monologue and cheerful plea. She's always the peacemaker, always the one calling her children to order. One of the most memorable things about Chinwe Onwo's performance was her ability to cry without saying a word. Her maternal characters in movie were always emotional. Now in her late 60s, Chinwe Onwo is no longer as visible on screen. Since the passing of her husband in the early 2010, she lived quietly in Enugu surrounded by her grandchildren. As of 2025, she reportedly working a memo about motherhood. She occasionally attends Nollywood veteran events and was recently honored at the 2024 Legend of the Screen ceremony. She is the eloquent, elegant, and intelligent mother who wore motherhood like a crown. She is the complete opposite of the stereotypical emotional mother or spiritual mothers Nollywood was known for. Her characters were educative, classy, and composed. She often plays the high society mother, the one who runs businesses, board meetings, and keeps her family together. Jaquel Silva began her acting journey in the 1980s. Long before Nollywood, she trained in the UK and returned to the Nigerian industry. By the time Violet came out, Joke was already the queen of the screen. Her roles as a mother figure was always laced with intelligence, empathy, and quiet strength. Married to the legendary Olu Jacob, their union is known as the longest lasting union in Nollywood. In recent years, she has carried the weight of their love story. Olu Jacob was diagnosed with dementia since 2021, Jokel Silva as caregiver. As of 2025, Jokel Silva is still active, teaching, acting and producing and managing their theatre academy. She has been open about the challenges of caregiving while maintaining a career, and Nigerian respect her strength. In 2023, she received the Lifetime Achievement Award from AMA and used the platform to speak about dementia awareness. She's not just a mother on screen, she has become a mother in the industry, nurturing talent and defending artistic integrity, also holding up her husband with fierce dignity. Rita Edochie. Rita Edochie is one of the most iconic faces that instantly brings back the peak aroma of the early 2000s Nollywood. She's a kind of mother you didn't want to cross, firm, unforgiving, yet heartbreaking protective when pulled. Rita Edochie started her acting career in the early 90s, and by the 2000s, she has already carved a niche for herself. You probably remember her in movies like Mama Oyoyo, A Cry for Help, Holy Cross, and Tears and Sorrow. She was always a mother who would curse you out in Igbo and cry by glaring at you. As of 2025, Rita is still active in Nollywood, but she is more selective with her roles. One thing about Rita isn't just her acting, but her unwavering support for Biafra movement and her strong social media presence. Rita has been very vocal politically, especially about Biafra matters and justice for the Igbo. It made her a controversial figure. Rita Edochie is married to Tony Edochie, who is Peter Edochie's younger brother. Ebele Okaru. Ebele Okaru is the type of mother Nollywood used to lean on when they seemed needed some dramatic feud. Her acting career didn't take off until the early 2000s, although she has been dabbling in stage play and TV drama in the 1980s. She was one of those women who came into the industry a bit later than others, but still every scene she walked into. She featured in movies like Royal Hibiscus Hotel, Black Rose, and Mother Loves. Ebele Okaro was known for playing the supportive mother in some movies and can also take up some more evil mother and mother-in-law roles. In 2025, Ebele is still working. She stars in quite a few recent Netflix movies and has maintained her reputation as the mother of Nollywood for the new generation of viewers. Unlike many of her peers, she kept her private life private. There is barely any scandal inside. She lost her husband in 2023 and she's now also mentoring younger authors through private jobs and behind the scene coaching. She's not just out there chasing fame anymore or focused on her health. She suffered partial stroke, which made her stop working for a while but didn't stop her from acting. Liz Benson, the Queen Mother herself. For anyone who grew up in Nollywood in the 90s, Liz Benson wasn't just a mother figure, she was a goddess. She started acting as early as the late 80s but truly took over the screen with the release of Glamour Girls in 1994. Back then, she played sexy, daring movies and young girls who live life on their own. As the year goes by, she gradually moved into more powerful mother roles in several Christian themed movies where she became the face of morality quest. Miss Benson was never the village or the wicked mother-in-law. She played a peaceful mother, usually from a wealthy family, calm and commanding, but sometimes she could switch and play the tough mother. Miss Benson stepped away from secular Nollywood in the mid-2000s after becoming a born-again Christian. She got married to Bishop Great Amiyi and together they started evangelizing. These days, she is based mostly in Warri, Delta State, running a ministry work with her husband. In 2025, Liz Benson returned to acting. She pops in a few cameo here and there, partially if it is a faith-based or moral movie. Hilda Dukubo. She is the raw, unfiltered version of the Nollywood mother figure. She does not need fancy clothes or long monologues. Her eyes told the story. She started acting in the early 90s and quickly rose to prominence with her heart-wrenching roles in films like The End of the Weekend, Stigma, and My Goodwill. Ida Dukubo was known for playing the broken mother, the one who suffered, lost everything, but still manages to still put food on the table of her kids. She embodies her pain so well that audiences sometimes forget that it was just a role. Her soft voice but trained could carry grief, desperation, love all in one sentence. Udabdi Kubo became very involved in politics. She served as a special advisor to the governor of Rivers State and always knew deep in women's rights campaign. As of 2015, she is juggling multiple roles, occasionally acting, but mostly pushing for social change. She's been active advocating for peace, for the girl child education, and mental health across Nigeria. She recently returned to the screen in a few psychological dramas, proving she still got it. Fans still remember her as a woman who could cry uncontrollable in movies. Hilda Dokubo's personal life remains low-key. She is divorced but maintains a strong co-parenting relationship with her ex-husband. Shola Shobowale. Shola Shobowale is the kind of Nollywood mother who could slap you into next week and then cry over your body. Her career began way back in the 90s in Yoruba films, but she didn't truly explore until she played Toyin Tomatoes in the Wale Adenuga. Then came Omo Kosomadi, then Dangerous Twins, and of course, the iconic King of Boys. Shola Shobowale was never just a mother character, she was a storm, loud and unpredictable. She played the mother who script effortlessly. She fights with her in-laws but would also sell her last wrapper to send her kids to school. She was Nollywood's most dramatic mother figure and audiences love her for it. Her 2018 comeback in King of Boys turned her into a cross-generational star. She became an important figure not just in Nigeria but in diaspora too. She's still going strong. As of 2025, Shola is as booked as busy as ever. She has appeared in several new Netflix original, starred in another Kemi Atesiba films, and she's currently shooting a movie where she plays a historical Yoruba queen. Personally, Shola Shobowale is thriving. She got twins daughter living abroad and often shares glimpses of her life. As a proud mom, her marriage has stayed off the block, something quite rare in Nollywood. She's in her late 50s now, but still make movies like a woman with fire in her bone. Ireti Dolls. She came into the Nollywood scene with pure grace, wrapped in a calm wisdom. She started her acting journey in the 90s but rose to fame in the early 2000s. You will spot her in iconic movies like Iyabi, 50 and Tinsel, where she carried her character with pride, elegance and strong maternal authority. Her type of mother is a street mom, emotionally aware and intellectually type who couldn't scream at a case but will spare your soul with silent disappointment. She was the mother who always wore heels, read Shima Ashebe, and could balance peace in one and discipline in the other hand. But Iretsujo's real-life story took a sharp turn in the recent years. In 2023, she confirmed her divorce from her actor husband, Park Ridos. After years of speculation, the separation was mutual, and since then, she has been unapologetically working on her truth. Now, in 2025, she has shifted gear into producing and writing. She runs a lifestyle platform where she shares wellness tips, books, review, and mature perspective of relationship and parenting. So, guys, these are your 10 Nollywood mother character figures and where they are now. We've come to the end of today's video. If you did enjoy today's video and if you like any of this mother character, you can tell me in the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video to your amazing friends and loved ones. And until I come your way next time, I remain your dearest host, G Street Vivian. Bye guys, see you in my next video.